So, quick disclaimer before we start. This is a Terraria video. This is not a Terraria channel. Please do not bombard my comments with, when are you going to play more Terraria? I'm not. This is pretty much it. I'm burnt out on Terraria. It's Monster Hunter Wild time, so I'm moving on. But, so if you're here for the Terraria, cool. Please enjoy this video. If, you know, you're one of my audience, you know, whatever, this is what you get for today. If you're here, if you like, you know, if you're here for Terraria and you like society and political talk, maybe you'll want to think about looking at some of my other content. And of course, if you're underage, you have to get your parents' permission before you can watch any of my other content. Because, you know, and if you have crazy lefty parents, don't even bother to ask. The answer's already, you know the answer is going to be no. They're not going to want you to listen to anything I have to say, so just be aware of that. But anyways, so if you're here for the Terraria, enjoy the Terraria. If you want to keep seeing Terraria, ain't going to happen. If you like the society and politics, hey, you know, check out some of the other videos. Throw down a subscribe if you want, whatever. And, yeah, but here you go. Here is the latest episode of EgoCast Cribs Terraria Edition. Hello, everybody, and welcome to EgoCast Cribs Terraria Edition. This is now take 2. We'll see how this goes. So far, it's been a fun day. But anyways, let's get right into it. Alright. So, this is my character. This is my dude. I'm Leonardo. I got the swords to prove it. And so we're going to be showing you the MegaMansion today. As you approach the MegaMansion, you go from the desert to a little bit of the forest, and then bam, the front entrance. The front entrance is beautiful, isn't it? It's got a door and everything that leads into a teeny little room that teleports you. And then also, a secret. The first secret of the MegaMansion. The secret back door that leads into the sewer. Whee! Of course, the sewer access has to have, you know, dead guys hanging on the wall. Because how could it possibly be a sewer access if there's not a bunch of dead guys hanging on the wall? So, that's my sewer area. As you can see, it goes all the way down and underneath, down to the teleport area that takes us up to... This is the teleportation hub. This is how you get around the whole place. Right? First off, we're not going to bother with the teleportation hub really much at all. There's a couple places we got to get to through the teleportation hub, but we're going to take the back doors. We're going to go the back way. First place we go into, this is the music box room. Right? It's got all the music boxes. As you can see, you can just... Now we're listening to different music. Right? Yeah. And then we got all sorts of different little music boxes. This music box, we can listen to this one. It's you know, it's pretty bare, but like a lot of these I have to be in a special specific seed to even get them. I just haven't gone through that effort yet, but believe me, after 460 hours of building all this friggin' thing, like, yeah, I don't know, for music boxes. But it's also got all the things to change the backgrounds. Like, you change the backgrounds. Now we're in the big red moon area, right? You can make it look like it's in the shimmer area. Wait, you gotta click it that one. This way you have to click twice, I think. Yeah. Now it's all stars. Now we're out in space, right? It's kind of some neat stuff that you can do. We can start a party. Everybody's having a party. No parties. Alright. So this is kind of like the change the music, change the background type of room. Right? And then we've got the old American flag room. Got Old Glory in here. Right? And I tried to paint it. I was going to paint it, you know, well, red and blue. But the paint sucks for walls. It just sucks. It sucks. It doesn't turn anything any colors, really, at all. So what I did instead was I set up wires. They don't really connect to anything. They don't really power anything in any way or whatever. But they're, you know, it's American flag. Like at a point, I kind of ran out of ideas of certain things to do in certain rooms. So it was just kind of like, oh well, this is a big empty room. I don't know. And I was gonna make it striped with the glass and the stone, but as the music room kept getting bigger, it turned into a flag. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm an American. That's what it is. This is my room. This is my character's room. This is the shower. Right? You got boop. You go in here, take a little shower, get all nice and clean, and then boop. Turns off the shower. Oh, that was kind of fun. I tried to futz around with some of the actuators and stuff just to see what I could come up with. Downstairs of my bedroom is just kind of the hangout art room. Right? You got paintings up on the wall. This is where all the NPCs live and hang out. This is all their apartments. I gave them all themes because why not? This is storage. We got a back way into the storage with, of course, dead people because it's back storage. Our back hallway. It's where we store our dead people. I don't know. And so this is storage. This is where all the stuff is. We got all the potions. We got all the bits and bobs that we collect and things, whatnot, and all sorts of just bricks and just stuff. Everything. Like everything. Got stuff to sell. All sorts of copies of things that I've already got and don't care about, and I just haven't bothered to sell. Got all of my storage, which is all empty. Got my little special storage for my items that I like to keep. Yeah, got all the little augment shrine thingies so we can upgrade, and my piggy bank with all my stuff that I kind of use. We got the crafting area. This is where all the crafting gets done, where all the crafting stuff is, right? And then we got the herb garden, where we grow all of our herbs, all of our little plants, so that we can harvest them and make potions and stuff. Over here we have the baptismal of Christ. It's a shower pond. You throw something in it, and it comes out different. Yeah. Christians get the joke. You got the tanks. This is for all the liquid. I haven't gotten the honey bucket yet, so stupid fisherman just really stinks with the quest he gives and with the rewards he gives. This will be a reoccurring theme as we go through this tour. I got it all set up with switches, so if you need burnt honey, you just go boop, burnt honey. And if you need honey block, boop, honey block. And if you need obsidian, boop, boop, there you go. You can just make it, and you can just grind it out until the tanks are empty, and then, well, you know, not the honey. Honey's pretty much always empty. But, yeah, I got goblins playing poker. I really like that one. Going down the floor, we've got the, well, this is just where I grow vines to make rope. Like, that's all it is. If you hold this book right here, and you know, if you hold that book and you chop down vines, it makes rope. It's just a way for me to make rope. That was it. I used to use that. That used to be a thing for me. Now I couldn't care less. It's like, it's obsolete now. This, we've got all of the monster trophies for all the monsters that well, these are bosses. These are the boss trophies for all the bosses I've killed. Right? What ones I've gotten. Still haven't gotten a Betsy mask. Still haven't gotten anything for Duke Fishron or Empress of Light. Just, they won't drop it, so I don't have it. But the older guys I've beaten so many times that, you know, except for Queen Bee, and they're just stingy. But, yeah, whatever. Then we go down. This is the actual monster banner room. This is where all of the banners for all the monsters go. Obviously, I'm missing some banners. But, you know, I still got a lot. It's you know, it used to be a lot more empty. Now it's a lot more full. I don't know. This is armor. Got all the different armor types. As many of them as I could have chlorophyte to make. Really is what came down to it. And I just don't spend a lot of time in the snow, so no frost. This is the frost armor, and it's not there. And this is the second beetle armor. I just haven't gotten the variation. And then this is all stuff that requires chlorophyte, and I don't have enough. But this is all kind of the armor stuff, and I'm missing like a couple of helmets. I don't even remember what. But most of that's... Oh, and I need pants. My forbidden armor is truly forbidden to wear because no pants. But other than that, pretty much everything. More or less. This down here, this is where all of the vanity items go. All the different outfits that you can buy and farm and make and, you know, stuff like that. And then here, along here, from there all the way over. And then this part of this row, these are all the Halloween costumes. I'm missing like 3. These are all the Christmas costumes. I'm missing like none. Yeah, this from here all the way to here. These are all the developer outfits, and I've got 4. Because they really don't drop very, very often. So I've got 4. But I got 4, you know, that's still cool. These are all like hats. And then these are all kind of like accessories, like capes and stuff. Well, these are all still hats and sweaters. I got ugly sweaters. Right? Ugly Christmas sweater and dead man sweater and all sorts of stuff. And I grew beards, so I got all the beards and balloons and stuff. There's all that stuff. Down here, these are all the accessories. You got your informational accessories. These are all, this whole row here is combat. This is your health and mana. These are all, you know, wings up here. It's all the movement stuff. These are all the movement stuff. Really, most of these holes throughout here, it's all other variations of this. Balloons. I just don't have enough balloons. I think I even have enough horseshoes for all of them, but I just don't have enough balloons. So, yeah, that's pretty much what most of the gaps in here are. This one is the black dye. I haven't found that for the counterweights for the yo-yos, but I got all the different colored strings and the big yo-yo gear, and these are more, like I said, more combat down here. These are all like building stuff. This is all supposed to be fishing stuff, but as you can see, he refuses to give me any. I even built a whole coral reef thing for it, and he won't give me anything. He's a jerk. And then these are just kind of, you know, random stuff. And then these are all the expert only little trinkets or accessories. I keep saying trinkets. These are all the ones that you get from the bosses and the higher difficulty levels. Obviously, this is all made in Classic. I am not going to make all of this in Master or something like that. But yeah, and then we got, this is the garden for all the gem trees. This is where all the gem trees grow. I haven't actually filled it out yet with gem corns, but because I just, again, it's another one of those things that I don't really farm all that much. I don't really have a whole lot of need for gems, so, you know. Going back up past the trinkets, we have the ranch. This is where all of the mounts are up here. And then this is under this and all of this. These are all pets, just like your normal basic pets. These are all the boss pets. I'm missing Eater of Worlds, and I'm missing, I think Empress of Light. Yeah, I think those are the only 2 boss pets that I'm missing. And then these are all like the light pets. And then these are all the master mode light pets that you get. This is the Empress of Light pet. This is the Golem light pet and the Pumpkin King one. Yeah. And these are all the rides. Right? Those are all the mounts. Up here, this is the toolbox area. This is the tool shed. This is where all the endless buckets are, and the sponges, and my nets, and all the picks, and hammers, and axes, and hooks, and mine carts, and travel things, and little wand for moving blocks, and This is the tool shed. This is where all the tools go. It's got the chainsaws, got the drills, got all that stuff, everything you'd ever need. Got fishing rods, all sorts of tools. And then we go up one floor, back over, and this. What do you even say to this? There it is. Look at that. That is pretty much about 90% of the weapons of the game. Right there. We got swords. We got rulers. We got big, weird swords and lightsabers and zombie arms and bat wings and all sorts of stuff. Freddy Krueger's glove and we got pikes and spears and sides of beef, and we got boomerangs. Every boomerang that's in the game I got, all right there. Captain America's shield and a banana and bows and flails and more bows and crossbows and more bows and guns. We got guns. Look at all the guns. And blow darts and random stuff and star shooters and elf melters and flamethrowers and wands that are flamethrowers and elf melters and water throwers and ice throwers and Medusa's head and big black genie lamp and a harp, and we got stuff to summon things, and we got stuff to summon things to just sit there, and we got summons, and we got books to hit people with. You just hit people with books, and we got yo-yos like mad, all sorts of spears, and holy cow, bee guns, rainbow guns, and all sorts of guns. Guns. Whatever you need, if you need a weapon, there's certainly at least one weapon in here you can use. This took forever to space out and set up, and oh my, the counting. I never want to count another stupid weapons plaque in my life, but there it is. I mean, what do you even say to that, right? And then we'll go back up, and then we're back up to the top here, and then we'll go up to let's golf. Yay! This is the golfing area. This is the golfing clubhouse. And we got the driving range just just next to the little picnic area. Got the Christmas tree up because why not? It's March, just leave it up. So this is obviously the clubhouse. You got all your golf stuff here. You know, your little golf outfits and the golf clubs and golf paintings and golf whistles and golf balls. And then we go up to the, oh, come on. Go up the ladder to the clubhouse. This is the bar. This is where everybody sits around and hangs out and smokes a stogie or whatever. And then we go up to the bedroom. This is all the old golf clubs that are kind of crap now. Right? And you got cobwebs up here because nobody ever comes up here to clean. But yeah, that's the clubhouse, right? And then you get all your clubs and everything, you get your ball, and you come out the back door, and then you gotta take the elevator. Elevator takes you up to the top, and then, let's see, we'll grab the golf cart, put the keys back. You always gotta put the keys back, be nice, and you take the golf cart over, right? Drive the golf cart all the way over to where you start the golf cart, and then bam! Hole 1, space, par 3. Then you gotta hit the ball over to here. Oops. You gotta not fall down there, because that stinks. Then you get the pin here, right? And then you're on to hole 2. Sky, par 3. You gotta hit it over a little house, or you can go through the house, whatever you want to do. Go through the rain clouds and boop, right in. Right? Now, just for the record, this course is doable. You can golf this course. You can. It's hard. I mean, so far it doesn't look hard, but believe me, it's hard. So this is the last of the easy ones, right? Just goes through here, all the way over into the sand dune, and then down into the pyramid. And then you gotta go into the pyramid, right? Go into the pyramid, and this is, like I said, it gets tough. You gotta shoot it over to here without shooting it into there. You gotta get it over to here, so you get over here, then you gotta bank it up around and go through here, and then you gotta weave it around through here, and so you can finally get it down into here, and then boop, into the cup. And and then you go down into the underground, right? And then you gotta go all the way around through. This gets kind of confusing and hard at points, but you can make it. You can golf through this all the way around over into the corruption, which is slowly taking, which unfortunately is slowly taking over the underground area, and I might need to see about putting a stop to that at some point. Then you go up and down and around until you get into hell. And you go through the different little hell things, right? Of course, it really wouldn't be hell without having a monster attack you while you're golfing. So of course, monster attacks you while you're golfing, and then you kill him, and then you go through, down into the hole, and 6 holes, 6 flags, you're done. And you put your golf ball back, and you put your clubs back, your little golf outfit back, and then right back down to the teleport hub. Right? And these, there's living quarters, teleport, vineyard, teleport. If you want to go to the boss museum real quick, just write down. If you want to go to whatever this is, there you go. And then, you got your ranch. If you want to go pick a pet or a mount. Every teleport takes you into wherever it is you want to go. And back. And then you got Octopus's Garden. Right? And then Blue Mushroom Wing. That's right, we got a place for blue mushrooms to grow. In case we want to, eat some mushrooms. We got blue mushrooms that grow all around up in here. Got layers and layers and layers of them, hundreds of them, all the blue mushrooms you'd ever need. And this is the jungle, in case you want to get some bugs to go fishing with, or in case you want to get some rich mahogany, or if you just want to fight some derplings. Derplings galore that spawn up here. Right? And then this takes you down to bottom of the sewer, which takes you all the way down to the elevator. This is the mob farm, where you can go to farm mobs, and I've got one of the big reasons why I don't have as much chlorophyte as I need. This is all I built. I thought it would fill up faster than this. The rate of reproduction in chlorophyte is depressing. So, just couldn't get that shroomite stuff all made for you. But yeah, this is for, these big boxes are for changing biomes. If you need to put the 1500 sand or whatever, 1500 ice blocks in there to change it into an ice area, that's perfectly measured out for 1500 blocks. This is for the 300 blocks to change it to either hollow or crimson or corrupt. Right? Yeah. So, whatever it is you need to do, you can get it done down here in the monster farm. If you get whatever kind of monsters you need, as long as they're not land monsters, And then this takes you out back to the Great Colosseum. This is where we do all the fighting. Right? This is the Old Ones Army arena. So that I can, easily kill them. And then this is just kind of an event arena. Let me see if I can flip the switch. Flipping this switch, yeah, turns off this wall, so that turns it from the Old Ones arena into just kind of a general arena. This is for like Pumpkin Moon or Frost Moon, something like that. I modified it from what it used to be, the pyramid, the old, drop them in the middle and just kill them thing. But I changed it because, once you get the Zenith, not really a whole lot you got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? So, as you can see, I've died here recently. But, yeah, so this is just kind of, this is for fighting, bosses that fly, Moon Lord and stuff like that. It's just kind of an arena for fighting guys. The Grand Colosseum. Of course, it's all cleared out on the bottom so that I don't get monsters that spawn down there, because I don't want monsters to spawn down there. It just takes up spawn points. It's tricks of fudging with the mechanics to kind of make the game do what you kind of want it to do. And then last but not least, we go up to the progression pyramid. This is the roof. This is what I've been talking about. I haven't made in so long. Here it is, the roof. Every single one of the master mode relics for all the different bosses just leads you straight up to the top, to the throne, where you can sit with my pink flamingo guardians. They are my honor guard. And then, yeah, out the top is, yeah, there you go. Now we're on the roof. With the next update, they're going to be putting in kite pegs, so you can like peg a kite into the ground, and then whenever the wind comes, it'll fly the kite. So of course, whenever that comes out, I'm going to put kites all over up here, so that every time the wind blows, it'll take the whole MegaMansion away. But yeah, there you go. That is the MegaMansion. That's the whole thing. Here it is on the map. Took me 460 some odd hours to make this. A long time. A lot of work. A lot of counting. A lot of measuring things. But there it is. That's the MegaMansion. I hope you enjoyed your tour of the MegaMansion. Thank you for being here. Hopefully this works and I don't have to do take 3, because I'm getting tired of doing the same thing over and over again. It's only been the second time. But nevertheless, there you go. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.